Sometimes the stocks might be fundamentally strong. Do you know whether that particular stock it is in momentum or not? If not, then this video is for you. So first I'm going to talk about my favorite indicator, which is exponential moving average. And then next I will talk about how to identify that particular stock it is in momentum or not. The third one is all about golden crossover and the death crossover. So these things that we are going to cover it today. If you are a beginner, then this video is very important for you. You should need to know which is fundamentally strong, but you may need to know whether it is in right momentum or not. If it is in bullish momentum, if it is in bullish trend, then it is very good. If it is in bearish, then you may need to think multiple times before investing heavily on that particular stock. I have covered most of the things here. Without wasting any time, let's start the video. Okay, so what is exponential moving average? Exponential moving average is it's a simple average, treats every day the same. It's bit more sensitive. It's a technical chart indicator that tracks the price of an asset over time. But in place, it's a higher importance. Basically, it weight on more recent data. Think of it like your reputation. While your whole history matters, what you did yesterday usually carries more weight than what you did 3 years ago. So this is all about high level of what is exponential moving average. Now the time to explore in TradingView. Let me take you to the TradingView now. Before that, I have taken ITC as an example in this session. I believe ITC is something it's fundamentally strong. It has a good balance sheet and they have a very good P ratio and they don't have a debts. This is one of the best stock in FMGC sector. I think this is one of the good stock to explore it. Type TradingView, so you may get landed here. This is the main page of the TradingView. So if you want to understand about how exactly your stock is performing, you may get to know. So currently, if you see here Nifty, which is trading around 25,144, 140. So here, as per our session, we're going to talk about only the ITC, right? So let's start with the ITC. If you come here and if you search ITC, you can see the ITC which is loaded here. I select the launch chart. Okay, now the ITC chart has been loaded. So these are all the candlesticks. As of now, you just think about the red color one, which indicates which is completely stock is going down. The green color one, which indicates the stock is moving up. So red color one, which is it is going from up here to down, and the green color one, which is from here to here, 4022, 407, and here it is 4032. It has been dropped to 364. Here we have a lot of timings here, so if you drop down, if you click on this particular button, then you may need to see a lot of things here. You have 1 minute, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 day, and all those things. The market, there are multiple peoples are there. So we have a intraday traders, we have a swing traders, we have an investors, and all those things. I'm an investor, so I usually follow something called the day timing. One particular candle will tell you what exactly happened on the day. Same as if you click on the W for the week, one particular candle will tell you what exactly happened for that week. If you click on M for monthly, one particular candle will tell you what exactly happened for the month. EMA is basically it will take last 10 or 15 or 9 candlesticks, and then it will average it, and then it will create one line. That particular line is called EMA. So how we can start with those things is when you click here, you can see an indicators, metrics, and strategies. And then if you click here and then you can type EMA, it will come something like moving average exponential. And once you click this particular option, you can see one more option here. And then if you come here and then if you click on the settings, and then if you make a length as 200. So what is 200? It will take last 200s of candles and then it will average it, and then it will create one line. That particular line is called 200 EMA. Now what we are going to do it now is we are going to set the time frame. Here you can see a time frame, and then like you can see a chart here, and then you can make a chart to 1 day. So now I am making as an 1 day here, and I have clicked OK. Trying to modify this particular the line, I will try to make it something more broader, and then I will make it as a dotted line. I'm making as a dotted line here, and I'm making a thickness as a somewhat broader. Okay. So now you can see this particular dotted line, it has been created. Now, how you can identify this particular stock, it is in momentum or not? When you look into this particular dotted lines, if it is created below this chart pattern, then it will be considered as a bullish movement. Basically, like the stock, it is in the good momentum. And some of the places you can see this particular dotted line, it has been created above this particular chart pattern, then you can consider that is in the bearish movement. Basically, it doesn't have any momentum. Whenever you put a money, automatically you may end up in seeing the loss. Say for example, here, this is the place you can see here, like, so when it was trading around 193 rupees, if you'd have put a money here, and then if you have waited for 1 year or 1.5 years, or if you'd have been taken a profit here, you might have been seeing in 137% of profit. Same like when you look into this particular pattern, the bearish movement, right? When the stock is about to go down, and if you put a money here, and if you thought like if you might have think like the stock is fundamentally good and this is the right time to invest, if you put a money here, and obviously you may end up in seeing the loss of 30%. So this is the main thing. You should need to know when to invest and at what time you may need to invest. Some of the stock, it might be looks good in the fundamentals, but you may need to know the momentum. Good. So next thing, what we're going to talk about is something called golden crossover, and then another one which is called death crossover. So what is golden crossover? So golden crossover, it tells you about the bullish signal. So golden crossover occurs when 50 EMA crosses above 200 EMA. What exactly it means, it's a short-term momentum in accelerating faster than the long-term average. It suggested that the tide has turned and new uptrend is starting. Psychologically, when you talk about like a lot of investors who are waiting on the sidelines to see this as a confirmation to buy, often leading to a surge in the volume. This particular is something like it results usually signals this transition frame from the bear market to the long-term bull market. So this is all about the golden crossover. We can see this in the TradingView, whether your stock it is in the death crossover or it is in the golden crossover. So to do that, first you have to click on the indicators and then select EMA. We already have one EMA, that is 1 day 200 EMA, that is to identify whether your stock it is in momentum or not. So this it will help you to identify whether your stock it has been under the golden crossover or it is in the death crossover. So let's select EMA and try to select one more. So you need two EMAs now. One is 200, another one is 50. So the first one I'm going to change it for 50. I am going to make the length as 50. So this also will create one particular line. It will average last 50 candles and then like it will create a one line. Okay, I'm not going to change the calculation here. I'm going to keep it as a time frame as chart, and then like I'm going to keep the style here as a yellow color, and then I'm going to make somewhat the thickness somewhat broader and let it be a straight line instead of the broken lines. Okay, let's give okay now, and then now this particular EMA I'm going to make it as 200, and then I'm going to make it as a style as green. Okay, so now we have multiple things here. Let me close this particular 1 day 200 EMA. So now you can see only the two lines. One is called the blue color, sorry, the yellow color line indicates 50 EMA, green color line indicates 200 EMA. Here you can see the golden crossover. So if you look at here, like 50 EMA, basically the yellow color line, which is crossing above the 200 EMA. So this particular point, if you see here, when this has occurred, you can see a very complete bullish moment has been happened on somewhere around like 29th December 2020. From here, the stock would has been went to here. Yeah, we can consider here also as well. So how much return it has been given. So from here, it has given up to 151 percentage. So it has given a massive profit. Now, what is death crossover? The death crossover, it determines the bearish signal. So death crossovers occurs like when 50 EMA crosses below the 200 EMA. What exactly it means in the short term price action is weakening significantly compared to the long term trend. It indicates the recent sell off is offer than just a dip, it is a trend reversal. FIIs basically they are continuously they are selling it as it signals this asset is in the now in the position for the long term weakness. It is going into the bear market. Usually, this signal transition from a bull market to the long-term bear market. Death crossover is happening, then you have to be very cautious and you have to book the profit and you have to come out. So do you see any death crossover is happening here? Yeah, I can see here. This is the place. Let me zoom it. So this is the place. If you see here, this yellow color line, which is moving below the green color line, which is the 50 EMA, which is going below 200 EMA. So this particular signal, this particular thing, which is indicates very clearly the stock is going to fall very badly. So if you look at here, from if you would have been invested here, you might be seeing in a lot of loss. You must be sitting on 27% of loss. You got a complete knowledge about what is exponential moving averages, and you can easily identify whether your stock it is in momentum or not, and you can play around with lot of EMAs, and then you can identify what is where exactly the golden crossover happened and where the death crossover has happened. So you have a lot of information now. You can do a lot of back testing, and then you can easily identify which stock to buy at right time. Okay, that's all I have. We'll see you on another good video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. If you like this video, please do hit the like button and do subscribe it.